8 years ago, we decided that one of the ways in which we could get to know each other and learn more about each other and build our ward and our city was by having a event. And here we are today at the Nicollet Island Pavillion on the banks of the riverfront.
There's organizations, businesses, nonprofits, city services, everything you can imagine, and you can learn so much.
I'm one in in 100 people that are out, that get involved in setting this up, that are involved in scheduling the event. We have meetings with with dozens of people who show up.
So it's really neighborhood driven and community driven. It's really meant to create enthusiasm around the ward, but also to help small businesses grow.
I'm here at the Third Ward Neighborhoodfest to introduce folks to our business. We have a retail lumberyard on Marshall and Lowry right down the street, and we cater to old homes. I'm also a member of the East Minneapolis Exchange Club, and we're a local volunteer group that does fundraising for youth organizations Northeast. Our big fundraiser is the Northeast Food Truck Jam.
I work at the Film Society of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and we're actually over in the neighborhood. We show independent film here, and we just wanted to get to know all the people who'd be coming to see our films.
Truly believe it's important to give back to the community, so come out here and make sure our name is out here and that people understand how much we want to give back as well as to help them.
So they bring samples from the restaurant, and they have an opportunity to interface with the community.
Her business is, I know you all have heard of Friedman Shoes.
And we're with ProBid, and what we do is we teach disadvantaged businesses, minority-owned businesses, and women-owned businesses how to estimate and bid projects, both in the municipality arrangements or for the federal government.
We really want our community to get to know each other, and this is one of the ways in which we do that. They have the opportunity to sample neighborhood restaurants and become more familiar with the city of Minneapolis by visiting with department heads and the various services that do serve the city of Minneapolis.
One of our tasks as the Civil Rights Department is to connect with the community and to provide outreach and engagement for the community. So we meet everyone from potential complainants to, we just met someone today who's interested in our mediation program. We meet individuals who want to intern with our department.
So it gives people an opportunity to, as we say, kick the tires and interface.
Here with my supervisor Elise, and we're out here to give awareness, share awareness around the digital divide. The city of Minneapolis did a survey, and it showed that near North, Camden, and the Phillips neighborhoods were the communities that have the most people that don't have access to technology, and so we want to work towards getting those people not only access but getting them the literacy so that they can know how to navigate that access to improve their lives in terms of civic and economic engagement and social benefits, health benefits.
I'm on the board of Restorative Justice Community Action, which is a diversion program for adults and youth charged with misdemeanor crimes. Instead of going through the court system, they can agree to plead basically guilty and then go through a diversion program. The diversion program is kind of like where they have a community conference with some volunteers. The individual talks about what they did, they make a plan to make the community whole, and volunteers get a chance to say, how they feel about it and help the person do this. And you come back 6 weeks later and you find out how somebody healed the community and healed themselves. It's a really neat experience.
We do have a lot of music, and local talent.
All I heard was this on the xylophone.
Bob is a Northeast resident who has been integral to all of our neighborhood fests, and we would like to give him an award.
I've been involved in about 5 or 6 of these events right here, primarily as a fundraiser. Yes, I appreciate the fact of being recognized, but you know, it's just I'm one of many.
Saying things that I used to. She's walking through the cool of the day, surrounded by him, but I forgot how that felt when my heart would completely melt.
I was just awarded a certificate of appreciation from the Third Ward Neighborhoodfest that I was not expecting. It's an honor to get it, but the work that I do and the work that I put into this is for the citizens in the Third Ward, and I truly, truly do this from the heart. So, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the stage.
The center has been open now for about 5 years, and what we do is train students, architectural students and landscape architectural students to work on landscape city-side projects. Part of the work that you see in here is done by former students about how to improve access to the river.
It has been one of our top priorities in the ward to draw attention to our spectacular riverfront.
The project is how to create a greenway corridor that ties together all the different neighborhoods. One of the things that the Metropolitan Design Center attempts to do is trying to bring the university closer to the neighborhoods. And that gives us an option to get to know the community better, bring the university into the community, and have the community access to collaborate with the center and get involved in redesigning some areas of their communities.
So you get to know what is happening in the ward and the city in much more detail.
Green Team is a group of teenagers. We go around parks and pull out invasive species. Doing here is making a non-toxic cleaner. Whenever you don't need to use any of your chemicals and you dump it away, it harms the river. So you make these, and when you don't want to use them, you dump them away. It's not harmful to the river. The river is what we drink from, and if we keep on dumping like bad stuff into the river, then we're gonna have to pay more for our water.
Why are we still talking on the back porch, and why?
We have like 4 different clinics that are located here in the Northeast neighborhood. So we want to bring that out to the communities and also to the different organizations that are surrounded within the Northeast neighborhood here.
Give them a big hand for the Northeast royalty who's helped us here tonight.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed.
I grew up in the heart of Minneapolis, right in the shadow of downtown, yet I never felt like I was in the city because of the warmth and closeness of people that are in Northeast.
Each neighborhood organization has been invited, and so they're participating in a number of ways.
We were hired by the Nicollet Island East Bank Neighborhood Association to help them develop a small area plan for the neighborhood. The small area plan is a 20-year long-range plan that sets the vision for how we want the neighborhood to grow and develop. We're just trying to gather feedback from people that pass through just to make sure that we're on the right track.
And so our neighborhood specialists help work with neighborhoods on distributing their resources for the community participation program. Access and Outreach comes in to assist the neighborhood staff as well as neighborhood organizations and the departments to address maybe some opportunities and challenges that will come into play as you start looking at how you do your service delivery and how you distribute your resources throughout the neighborhoods, ensuring that underserved populations are at the table making those decisions.
We are a neighborhood and we are a community, and we want to invite everyone to participate, to be part of it. Our businesses, as well as all of our community, our churches, and all of the resources that we have in the Third Ward.
I think Councilmember Hofstad has done a great job at coordinating this event.
Lots of good food here, lots of good people. We've had a lot of good conversations.
But it's a well-attended event. People seem to be very truly interested in what's going on.
It's crazy busy, and it's great to get to talk to everybody in the neighborhood.
I wish I could walk around and see more of it, but I'm kind of promised I'd be here.
And it's a positive atmosphere, and people just seem to be enjoying themselves and meeting and greeting with other folks.
It's just a great way for us to meet and greet and have a conversation.
I think about a couple of years ago, I found the apartment that I'm living in now. The property manager was here at this event, and the reason why I'm in the apartment now is because I met them here at the Third Ward Fest.
What's been a great experience for me personally is that I've had several other organizations that have introduced themselves to me that I'm going to be able to tap the resources like the moment I get back tomorrow.
We're seeing a lot of community members, a lot of all different organizations just interacting with each other.
There are a lot of great people from the community here in terms of business sectors and the government sector, and people from all ages and lots of different color of people here.
It's a great example of not only do people get to meet people and people get connected to resources, but it's a great way for resources to connect to each other too.
It was an amazing turnout. I think there's a wide variety of people, a wide variety of businesses.
What is this? It's a celebration of community, and you take a look around you and you see what we try to put on here is for everybody to come out and basically to mix with those job creators, the Metalmatics or the Gracos or the Lunds or the New Whole Foods. All of these people out here are an integral part of what happens here in the neighborhood, and to have all these folks come down and interact, it's just the fulfillment of what we're trying to do here.
A growing, exciting ward, but it's only made possible because of the people who participate, and all of the volunteers and all of the businesses and all of our departments who work so hard to make our neighborhood and the Third Ward and the city as great as it is.
My dad is